Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.
There are those that just want to be left alone, and those that just won't leave them alone. Which one are you? The Ernest Hancock Show.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, here in Phoenix, Arizona, from the beautiful, beautiful studios of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com. I got a bunch of stories I just want to hit on really quick, and all I got to say about my radio interview, and I'm sure there'll be more. They keep calling and live, and I'm not doing any print or web stuff and so on. And you want to get it, go pull it off of my show, but it's I can see where this is going. It's however it serves the state. The collective, the ruling elite. We have special laws and so on, and that's why I'm so encouraged and excited about having Larkin Rose on tomorrow. Because Larkin and I, he really speaks for a lot of us, and he does such a good job. And his whole concept is, really from reading his article, was I able to really articulate in that show that, you're just creating special laws. They're royalty. I mean, I can't even keep track of how many times they do that. We have to look at them differently. They're our rulers, our leaders. They rule me. They want to rule me nice, but they want to rule me. Yeah. Well, here's a story that's going on. I talked to Adam Kokesh yesterday, and he said, he wanted to do something. And what he decided to do is he goes, I'm invited to speak at the University of New Mexico, and I'm a talk show host, and, and I've had my life threatened in the past and so on. So he's going to make a big deal out of, they want me to go there unarmed. I'm going to be, susceptible to the crazy, a law's not going to protect me. So he's doing that right now. So if you Google Adam Kokesh or Adam versus the Man, or you go to Facebook and look at Adam Kokesh's page, he'll have updates on that. And as it happens, or you can go to Freedom's Phoenix and you can go right into this. And this is from the Facebook, and I think we got it from there, or Daily Paul. And he was like, I got to make an issue out of this and educate the people and so on. Power to the Adam, man. Right on. Go for it, Adam. And he's got a lot of things going on, and it's always good to talk to him. Now, let's go ahead and we'll just go through this one at a time here. Opening a renminbi savings account in the United States. In its latest step to make the renminbi a competing global reserve currency, China's predominantly state-owned Bank of China will now let individuals open renminbi savings accounts in the United States. Okay, and what else do we find out? Hong Kong, and then China? Hong Kong ranked world's freest economy. We in trouble, man. Trouble right here in River City. So let's go to the next one we have here. Have the courage to look overseas. Now, this is from sovereignman.com. And his name's Simon Black. We've been putting a lot of his stuff up there. He's been recommended by a lot of close friends that, really that know him and know that he's really getting a lot of good information traveling around the world. And you'll say, yeah, I'm in Uruguay, I'm in Argentina, I'm in Chile, I'm in Cuba, I'm in this, I'm in Europe, I'm whatever, and what the laws are. He goes, you know what? It's hard to find some place that's more repressive than what's coming in the United States. So have the courage to look elsewhere. What I've been telling you. Here we go. Earth must prepare for close encounter with aliens, say scientists. When it serves them, we're invaded from above. There it comes. I just, get ready for that. We're going to be hearing about that, I'm sure. S&P and Moody's warn on U.S. credit rating. This is, by law, they're going to have to change a bunch of, that might be something, you know what? I make a prediction. They're going to be changing laws in the states saying that, well, okay, it doesn't have to be AAA anymore. You can buy these bonds if they're, like a little less, just a little bit less, because Moody's and S&P, they have to. I mean, it's becoming so obvious. They're going to have to downgrade a credit rating. Well, all of a sudden, you can't hold them by law. They have to sell them. To who? At fire sale prices. China's just going to own us. I mean, all kinds of weird stuff is going on. It doesn't play in the lamestream media, the media so last century. Now we go gun control. Third gun control bill proposed since Tucson shootings. Representative Gary Ackerman, a Democrat from New York, of course, is the third congressman to propose a gun control bill in the wake of the murders on Saturday. The other two are also New Yorkers. Well, they're going to get anything like that passed? I doubt it. They might get that 1,000-foot thing, but that's just stupid. Okay, Christmas is so yesterday. U.S. jobless claims spike. 35,000 to 445,000. We have other numbers in other places, but this whole seasonally adjusted, we're losing jobs. It's going. I don't know what the perfect cheer is not going to fix these guys. I don't even know what they're thinking. J.P. Morgan told judge to stop paying mortgage for loan modification. Now this is interesting. We'll go ahead and read a little bit of this. In the latest stunner of disclosure. In what goes on just below the murky surface of the biggest scam market in the world, that would be the multi-trillion residential debt market, we learned that a Cuyahoga County juvenile court judge, Peter Sikora, who is facing foreclosure on his $1 million 8-room home, but that is not what makes him unique. After all, the story of your average American who buys iPads and garter belts with money that should be going into mortgage payments is all too well known by now. What is amazing, however, is that the reason for his 12-month delinquency is that, according to J.P. Morgan, who serviced the loan, the only way Sikora would be eligible for loan modification would be if he were in delinquency, which is what they advised him to do. Okay, well, advising you that? Maybe not. But, they're boys, they are. And foreclosure judges, going, okay, or was he doing foreclosure? Whatever, it doesn't matter, he's a judge. So I just, whatever. What'd you expect was going to happen? Suicide banker. Okay, here, foreclosure gate. Obama's plan to federalize real estate contract law. Now, we can go in, and I guarantee what this is, blah, blah, blah. The bottom line is this. They are going to try and put this under the federal government, that there is going to be some kind of a acceptance of these notaries around the robo-signing kind of thing. They got to change property law as it's expressed at the local county recorder level. Now, Scott and I were talking off air, and he was saying that the Secretary of State just disqualified a local notary that was just robo-signing a bunch of stuff, and they knew it, and it became a big fraud issue. So they threw out all the foreclosures that were associated with this one notary. Will that continue? How pervasive was that? As more come to light, will they do it more? Probably. But so what's the solution? We just federalize. We just say, property rights, Obama says what it is. You can't make this stuff up. So, my whole thing is I'm just trying to, share with you what I think is the real problem. And I had a long discussion with a gentleman that high in finance, and he was trying to, what they should do and this and that, and they can clean it up by and all. And and even though we philosophically are in tune, there was a group of us and so on, and I kept, it was he and I were dominating the conversation, going back and forth on this, because I kept trying to make sure that he understood when he said words that, for a libertarian man, it just, bing, said, well, what they should do. To fix it, they need to. To, facilitate the untangle the mess, they have to. No, what they need to do is just let it go. There isn't this too big to fail thing. The point that I was making is I'm going, look, either way, my point's made. if they go and they say, we're just going to retroactively change all the real estate laws and property rights issues and all that, and we're just like, yep, they can foreclose because we say they can, and doesn't matter what they did and transfer and evading the taxes and doing their REMIC offshore whatever kind of didn't just robo-signing, we got it, it's ours now kind of crap. If they do that, well, it just proves our point that property rights are no longer protected by governments in the United States. We are no longer a capitalist society. We no longer can look to government for them to be the ones that would protect our life, liberty, property, pursuit of happiness. They're not the people. Whenever it comes down to a choice between us and the special interest, we get the short end. And, and we got to pay for it. Wow. So or the other way is that they enforce property rights and it comes crashing down. Well, it exposed the weaknesses of the system as they created it. Either way, we're going to find out what the real function of government is. They're just a gang with a flag. That's it. And and I got my shiny badge. Yep, shiny badge. I got my shiny badge. If this is what I need, that's what I got. I got a shiny badge. You get one too. All right. We'll talk tomorrow. But Larkin Rose. Now you want to tune in for that one? It's going to be raw. Get down to the meat of it. Thanks. It was a great show. Good to spend time with you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. This is Ernest Hancock. I'm publisher of freedomsphoenix.com and the radio talk show host of Declare Your Independence. Now, I want to give you my personal endorsement of a wealthy U.S. citizen that is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He's produced a video for you. It's a real eye-opener, and I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to watch it. www.endofamerica, the numbers 1 and 7.com. Endofamerica17.com. This video has the history of how we got where we are now and where we're going and why. Now, it's a lengthy video. It'll be about 20 minutes, but you need to watch this so you understand what's going to happen to this country and how you can protect your wealth and even benefit financially. Now, you go there. It's free. I want you to watch this video. You need to have this information so that you can survive the economic collapse that's coming to America. It's not if, it's when. That's End of America, the numbers 1 and 7.com. After you watch it, you'll understand why I endorse it.